Hello and welcome. This is a Light Lunch on the Wireless, and I'm your host, Ntombi Nguse. Today on Content Creator of the Week, we have a lady named Poppi Sibiya, who is a travel blogger and has traveled over 13 African countries. And she gets to share her journey, her heartwarming journey of going to these countries and having hosts, people, strangers actually, host her and cook for her. And today she is right here connecting with us. Hey, Poppy.
Hi, Ntombi. How are you?
I'm good, my darling. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Firstly, I'd like to say thank you so much for connecting with me. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Let's just get right into it. Can you tell us, before we go any further, who is Popi Sibiya?
So, Popi Sibiya is an online travel content creator,
Mm-hmm.
and focus usually or mostly on the tribes of Africa. So,
All right.
African tribes. I travel all over the world, but mostly Africa, and just document the tribes of Africa,
Mm-hmm.
document normal everyday African people,
Yeah.
celebrate them, and just try to get to know them more and to educate the world
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
more about
Mm.
African people.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. And you have shared with us that you quit your job for you to travel the world. Can you please tell us, how did that decision actually come about? I mean, I feel like it was a big decision to make.
Yes, it was a big decision, but it was a long time coming.
Mm.
So I was teaching English in China,
Okay.
and I got bored
Mm-hmm.
after about, I think, 6 months. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, because I was teaching kindergarten, and I was like,
Oh, okay.
ABC, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Um, I just felt like I had more to offer the world,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
I decided to quit my job, and
Yeah,
I just knew that if I travel the world, if I have a travel show, I create travel content,
yeah.
the world is gonna eat it up.
I
Because
love it.
I always knew there was something about me.
Mm,
I knew I had interesting ideas. I'm creative.
mm, mm,
I'm
mm,
curious. I'm
mm.
innovative. So I just took that leap, and yeah, it definitely paid off.
Yeah, no, definitely. It definitely did. We know that when you visit these countries, you would ask for strangers to accommodate you, or they would offer. I mean, you are in a foreign country and these people are strangers. Have you, maybe at any point, were you ever afraid of doing this, or even found yourself at risk by any chance?
Not at all. As I said,
Oh,
I travel
yeah.
mostly Africa, so it's black people
Mm,
mostly. They look like me,
mm,
and they aren't wary of me. They're used
mm.
to other black people. So for me, Africa feels like home.
Yeah, yeah.
And for me, Africa is very hospitable. So I always bump into kind strangers. I
Yeah.
usually don't ask for accommodation,
Oh,
funny
yeah?
enough. I
Okay.
People usually just offer through
Mm.
conversation when they hear that, oh, you're going to this place and you don't know anyone there. It's cool, you can come with me. Or the popsicles, my community,
Mhm,
they
mhm.
also usually just offer up accommodation. But even in
Mhm.
instances where I have had to ask, I've been received very
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
warmly. It's been safe, and the people, yeah, are very hospitable, very kind people,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
helpful. So yeah, I don't have a problem with being hosted.
Okay. All right. All right. And can you please explain to us about, I do know that there's a certain fee. I don't know what to call it exactly, but I do know that there's a
Mm.
specific fee that a person would pay in order for them to like get exclusive content. Can you tell us, how does that actually work?
Okay, so how I fund my travels is through a
Mhm.
subscription.
Okay.
So the popsicles pay to watch my content.
All
My
right.
content, I air it exclusively on Instagram Close Friends.
Okay.
So the reels that you see on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, those are just adverts to the actual content.
All right. All
So
right.
links are in all my bios on all social media
Mhm.
platforms.
Mhm.
Yeah, so people just pay a subscription fee. I let them into my Instagram close friends, and that's
Mhm.
where the full show
So
happens.
it's basically like, getting a trailer for a movie and then you buy a ticket to go actually watch it at the cinema. All
Exactly.
right, I got you.
Exactly.
I got you. I got you. And out of all the countries you have traveled to, can you give us maybe your top three, top two, by far, and why?
I think wow. Okay, so Central Africa is my favorite
All
place in
right.
the world.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like about it is that it is still very much underdeveloped.
Okay.
So it's a challenge to travel, and I enjoy a challenge. You
Mm-hmm.
have to figure things out, and the people who live in Central Africa
Mm-hmm.
go about sort of, I don't know, go about trying to make life easy for very interesting.
I see.
So probably my favorite is the DRC.
Okay.
I recently took a motorcycle ride in the backwoods of DRC. It was the
Mm-hmm.
12th day ride.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the reason it was 12 days is because of the broken infrastructure or the
Okay.
non existent infrastructure. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, that was a very fun experience. It was a fun challenge. I rode motorcycles, I went on pirogues, I went on a ship and more
For an entire
motorcycles. It
12
was
days. 12 days.
for 12 days straight.
Jesus. Okay.
And then
Okay.
number two would have to be Gabon.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy Gabon because it is mostly forest and water,
Okay.
and they have elephants still
Mm-hmm.
roaming the streets
Yeah.
in some parts of Gabon. So that's I've never seen that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've heard that it happens in South Africa as well. There's a place called Shabisa in the KZN where elephants do still roam freely, but
Mm-hmm.
it's such a rare thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I enjoy that about Gabon. And then number three would have to be Benin Republic.
Okay.
And what I particularly enjoyed there was the water village, so
Mm-hmm.
Ganvia. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a village built deep in a lake,
Yeah.
and there are no roads. To get to school, the children have to get into boats to
Mm.
go to the market, to go to
Mm.
church. Anyway, you
Mm.
always
Mm.
have to get into a boat. There are no streets, no lanes, nothing
Mm.
connecting one house to the next.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was a very interesting way of life.
I see. I see. Actually, I just thought of something as you were speaking. There's a video that I
Mm,
saw not so long ago, and you were
mm,
at, I think, I can't remember the country exactly, but you were at some
mm.
voodoo temple. Can you please quickly tell me about that? Because
Yes.
I know when I saw it, I was like, voodoo. Pela, in my head, voodoo is, I've
Mm,
got this different understanding of it. So I just want to
yeah.
understand what really goes down at the voodoo temple.
So the Voodoo Temple that I visited was in Benin Republic in
Okay.
Ganvia.
Mm-hmm.
And so voodoo is a African spiritual
All
practice. So it's
right.
an African religion.
Mm, mm.
It's not what the West has painted it out to be, which is like juju. So
Yeah.
there's juju, which is bad vibes,
Okay,
to my
okay,
understanding. And then
okay.
there's voodoo, which is an actual religion like Christianity,
Oh,
Islam,
all right. Okay,
Judaism. Yes.
okay.
So in Voodoo Temple, it was just like a Zioni. I don't know if you know
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
Zion.
do, I do, I do, I do.
That
I know.
that the singing and the
Yes,
dancing,
yes, yes.
lighting of candles,
Correct. Yeah.
praying to
Mm.
gods.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but it was nothing out of the ordinary, nothing I
Mm,
haven't
mm.
seen before.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. And something exciting is coming up for you. I know that in a few days you are traveling to
Mhm.
Europe. Are you
Yes.
visiting specific countries in Europe? Can you maybe give us, maybe the first stop? What's gonna come with that trip? Actually.
Okay. So, yeah, August 1st,
Mm-hmm.
the season 4 of the Poppy Show premieres.
Okay.
It will be
Okay.
a European summer, popsicle
Mm-hmm.
European summer.
Yeah.
So, what I did is I asked the popsicles to please host me. So, the popsicles who are based in Europe wrote
Okay.
in to say,
Okay.
hey, I can host you. I'm willing to host you. So, I have hosts from France, Belgium,
Right.
Netherlands,
All right. All
Austria,
right.
Switzerland,
Love
all
it.
over Africa, all
Love
over
it.
Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'm gonna do this season is I was just writing it down on my notes app.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it one day at a time, and there's no planning.
Yeah. Okay.
So as usual, I don't want to go to tourist areas. I just want to go out into the outskirts. I want to
Mm-hmm.
talk to people. I
Mm-hmm.
want to be
Mm-hmm.
hosted.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just want to do Europe differently to what I've seen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to see a different side of Europe, a
Yeah.
lesser sort of
Mm-hmm.
lesser traveled towns, a lesser told story about
Yes.
Europe.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right. Before I let you go, Poppy, one last question. what can we look forward to from the Poppy Show? Maybe can we expect a TV show? Any trips that might just be open for the public to join anytime soon? What can we expect?
So I actually am working on a group trip
Love it.
to Gabon to go look for elephants.
Okay.
So that will be happening July 2025.
All right.
What I call it is a masterclass in how to sort of take the less traveled road, go off the beaten path. So it will be open to 10 popsicles maximum. And yeah, we'll go together, all of us. We will book accommodation together. We will ask around about elephants together. We will go explore together and see where are the elephants. We will ask for So we will ask for to be hosted in the forest where the elephants are, all together. So we'll be doing everything together so that everyone learns courage, how to ask.
I love it.
You learn the courage to get around a new country as a solo traveler. And I just want people to get to profitable the continent is.
Yeah.
And just how fun it is, really. And, you don't always have to plan everything to the T.
Correct.
Sometimes just go there and when you get there and the people will lead you to all the fun, lesser known places. So that will be happening July 2025. Yeah.
Definitely.
A group trip to Gabon.
I know I'm definitely going to be one of those people. I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking forward. I swear. I remember this one time. I sent you a DM and I was like, I actually don't you have any group packages coming up? And you're like, no, soon. So I'm definitely going to be one of those. Thank you so much, Poppy, for making time to engage with us. Wishing you nothing but the best.
Thank you for having me.
And travel mercies for your Europe trip. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, bye.